Alright, so I wanted to do a little bit of a different video here and just talk about the 10 characters in Marvel Rivals that I personally find to be the most annoying to play against. Now, this is going to be a personal list, so there might be some characters on here that aren't typically viewed as annoying, or that you specifically may not agree with in terms of their placement on this list. But I hope you'll at least listen to my reasonings, and maybe even drop a comment with which characters you find to be the most annoying to play against. And again, this is a list on which characters I find to be the most annoying to go against, not which ones I think are annoying to have on my team, or which ones I personally find annoying or not fun to play as myself. So this list does go from least annoying to most annoying, and in 10th place I do have Emma Frost. Now in this video you will see me trying to play some of these characters, and some of them I even play somewhat regularly, just as an FYI for some truly bad gameplay later on. Emma's a character I started picking up a bit recently, and I do find her enjoyable to play, but going against her at times can be an absolute nightmare. I play a lot of Magneto, and I feel like whenever I run into Emmas in comp, I get cooked. Now, to be fair, a lot of that could be because I'm solo tanking and having to go up against two tanks, but still, Emma is just tough to deal with, even on different characters. Her grab can be super annoying. The kick is frustrating to deal with how it displaces you. Her shield is annoying. I hate her diamond thing and how she can kill you without having to actually hit you. And her ult is super frustrating. You pretty much have to hide for its whole duration, or you get pulled in and then you can't do shit. In 9th place, I have Spider-Man, and honestly, he could have probably been below Emma because he's only really annoying sometimes, but man, when you run into a good Spidey player, it can feel terrible. Especially if you're playing as a flyer, you're pretty much just a sitting duck, and he can do whatever he wants to you, and it's super annoying. Plus, when you get cooked by Spider-Man, you know it wasn't some bullshit. That was all skill on their part. You can't blame any, shitty mechanics or anything. You just got cooked, and you gotta accept that, man. That can be annoying, Now, in 8th place, I have Psylocke, and this is a character who I genuinely like to play as, but man, dude, I do not enjoy playing against Psylocke, okay? Because I feel like every time you play against Psylocke, it's always the same rinse and repeat, and there's really nothing that you can even do about it, okay? Here, you know what? I actually recorded special gameplay in the practice range to show you the Psylocke cycle.
To this great forest, Oni. Did that hurt? Good. Double KO! It didn't have to come to this great forest, Oni. That's 3! What a disgrace.
All Psylocke has to do to be annoying is farm her ult charge on tanks and then use her insta-kill ult. Not insta-kill, but you know what I mean. It's like the press this button to win button. I know they nerfed her ult, so it takes more time to charge up, but, the ult is still good. And she charges her ult up. It doesn't take super long to charge it, okay? You just got to do some decent damage, get some picks. You're charging that thing, and then you just throw the ult out. And you know what? If you use your ult somewhat decently, if you use it in a group, you're going to get a bunch of value. And that's just super annoying to deal with, okay? Because listen, me, okay, if I'm playing in Psylocke, usually I'm able to react and get out of the ult if I'm not low on health already. But my team isn't always able, okay? Some of them are stupid. They stand in the ult and they die, and the team fight's over and we lose. And I just can't, man. I just can't with Psylocke. But she is fun to play, okay? And there are some genuinely really skilled Psylocke players out there. But man, that ult is just super frustrating, man. I cannot lie to you. My next inclusion on this list is Invisible Woman, and this is actually the only strategist on my list. And I know this might be shocking to some people. I know some people would have Jeff on their list, or Luna, or maybe even Gambit. But to me right now, Invis in her current state perfectly encapsulates a strategist that's annoying to play against. She's just so incredibly difficult to kill. She can run away and go invisible, which also heals her. She can give herself a shield that heals herself. She can push you off of her. She can take you out of the sky with her little orb thing. And she does an absurd amount of healing to her team. Not to mention she does very solid damage. She can push you off the map and kill you. She can pull you back in if you try to run away from her team. Oh, and her ult not only heals herself and her team, but you can't see into it and it slows you down if you walk into it, which is super annoying. Overall, her kit is just very frustrating to deal with, and to me, she's absolutely the most annoying strategist to play against in this game. The next one on this list is going to go to Sue's husband, Reed Richards. Now, truthfully, Reed and Sue's spots are pretty interchangeable, but I find that Reed just annoys me personally more often. Kind of like Sue, he can be really annoying to kill. His survivability is really solid. I don't even feel like he's the most broken character in the game, but he's a real nuisance if you run into one who knows what he's doing. Mainly because of that thing he does where he stretches his body and just can't take damage for a few seconds, and then he reflects it back at you. But then he has his big form, which is annoying, and he can pull himself up to you. Also, his ult is pretty annoying as well. Not that I feel like it's broken or anything, it's just very frustrating. You have to be aware of what he's doing while he's bouncing around above you, while also focusing on his teammates on the ground. It's just aggravating. Next up is Angela, who I tried to play for this video and who I probably didn't do a very good job playing. Honestly, she could probably be higher on the list, but I feel like a lot of the Angelas I play against aren't very effective at actually doing damage or getting kills. They're just really annoying to deal with. Angela will just fly around and hit you. She actually flies, unlike the other flyers, heavy air quotes, in the game who pretty much are just hovering. They move super slow and she doesn't, so it's not overly easy to hit her like it is with the other ones. Even if it was, she has more health than them and has a shield she can throw up to protect herself. Not only is she annoying to try to hit, but she can also grab you and carry you away from your team. Oh, and she can go on the ground and hack at you with 2 axes that output solid damage, and as if all that wasn't enough, her ult pulls you and your teammates into one spot that she can dash to and deal a bunch of damage, then just hack at you until you break her ult or it ends. And let's be honest, this is Marvel Rivals. None of your teammates are going to shoot her ult. So next on the list is Hawkeye, and I'm not going to lie, this one fully might just be a skill issue on my part. I don't know if other people find Hawkeye annoying, but I really do because he's just so strong right now. If you're not playing a tank, he just picks you off with one shot. And I know that's not necessarily easy to do. I'm not saying it takes no skill. I'm just saying it's annoying. Honestly, I don't have as much to add here. I don't think his kit overall is as annoying as other characters. But man, I swear I'll be minding my own business and then just drop dead. And then I'll watch the replay and some Hawkeye standing in the middle of bumfuck nowhere saw my head for a second and wiped me off the face of the earth. And that shit is always so annoying. So next on this list, I do have Moon Knight. And Moon Knight is a character that's only really annoying when your teammates are idiots. The problem is that it so often feels like your teammates are idiots. I swear people just refuse to shoot the Yonks. Almost like they just straight up aren't aware that they exist, and then they wonder why they're dying. Hey guys, if you shoot at these things, you won't die. That's how he keeps killing you, and you keep letting him. But no, just let the Onk stay up, and for good measure, let's all tightly pack together so his crescent things can bounce around and kill all of us. Also, his ult charges way too fast. The moon is haunting me far too much, and I would like for it to stop. Okay guys, so next up on this list is...
Oh, can you see into my eyes like open doors?
This is a character who's super frustrating to deal with because I feel like I still don't even really understand his kit. Like, anytime I fight a Daredevil, I feel like he just whips out shit that I've never seen before. He can blind you, he can climb on walls, he does a fuck ton of damage, he can pull himself to you. It's just a lot, okay? I'm really glad everyone collectively agrees to just ban him in ranked because pretty much every game he's banned, and the quick play demons are enough for me, okay? That's enough stress. I could not deal with somebody full-on sweating on Daredevil in comp. I think I would just put a controller through my TV. Okay, guys, so the next character up, the final character, in my opinion, most annoying character in Marvel Rivals is... As I forced myself to play the Wicked Beast, I felt like a Judas. In playing her, I'd sacrificed everything that I believed in. For this was not simply a hero in a video game, dear viewers. No. She was something much more than that. Something far more sinister. Watch as the beast lays her traps. These hard-to-spot tiny explosives do massive damage, and the people who play this evil character feel no guilt when an upstanding, righteous player steps over one of them and explodes. And you can't forget about the devious nest trap she lays, leaving it for any unsuspecting victims to step in and meet their doom. And you can't forget her web, an evil stun on an absurdly short cooldown, created with the sole existence of constantly stunning an enemy to the point where they're driven to rage. Tricks of the mind are something this beast knows all too well. Then the beast's ultimate ability, a devilish dance where it prances around, striking out with its horrifying claws and dropping its destructive bombs, all while proclaiming the horrific phrase, "It's spider time." I tell you all this not to scare you, but to warn you. The true most annoying character in Marvel Rivals isn't a character at all, and it isn't simply annoying. It is a beast that hides among the rest of the roster, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Do not be fooled. This is no sheep. This is a hungry wolf, and it has caught your scent.